Namaste. As you can see, we still have our little friend with us, so we'll see how it goes. We are going to spend some time with the chakras this week. The Chakra Model is one of many ways of understanding our human experience. Developed very long ago by people in intense meditation. So it spans from our most basic, primitive parts to our highest, most uplifted parts and everything in between. We're going to mainly look at their locations in the body, trying to make it physical, to connect physically with the idea of the chakras. On Thursday, we will get more into the sound, perhaps. So, chakra means wheel. It's a disc, essentially. If you can picture a stack of CDs on a spindle, that's how they rotate horizontally to the floor. And these, of course, are energetic. There's no trace of them in the physical body, although we can locate them within the physical body, and they have an effect, or they are a reflection of what's going on in the physical body. So I'm going to work with the location according to the landmarks in the physical body. When I say, for example, the Sacral Chakra, I'm not talking about that the energy center is actually in the sacrum, it's at the level of the sacrum. So there are 7 main chakras, there are actually more, but we're going to work with the 7 main ones. And whatever physical cues I give you are a suggestion about where that energy is drawn in the body. There's a central energy channel called the Sushumna, which runs up and down. And then there's 2 main sub-channels, the Ida and the Pingala, and they run like a double helix around that central channel. Whenever they intersect, that's a chakra point. Okay. So we are actually going to begin down on the knees, hands and knees. Starting with the root chakra. And we're going to associate the pelvic floor with the root chakra today. So before we begin, bring your attention down to the base of the spine, the tailbone, the 2 sit bones, and the pubic bone. Those are the bones that anchor the actual pelvic floor. In the center of that is the perineum. And we're going to think of that structure as the root chakra, the location of the root chakra. Now if you picture those 4 points, those 4 bony points, and try to gather them towards the center, that's going to be the beginning of our exhale each time. Okay, so we'll start by inhaling and allowing the breath to come in through the nose. You can draw your attention all the way down to the base of the spine with the inhale, and then gather those 4 points together at the base of the spine and exhale and bring your hips back to your heels. See if you can keep the pelvic floor gathered in towards its center. And then we'll inhale and come up onto all 4s. Again, trace your attention all the way down to the tailbone. First, gather the pelvic floor in, and then exhale and bring the hips back to the heels, keeping the attention way down at the base of the spine. Inhale, come up onto all 4s again. Feel the attention moving down to the tailbone. Gather the pelvic floor, and then exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. Softening your neck and shoulders as you do that so that the attention is really down deep in the torso. 3 more times. Inhale, let the attention move down to the base of the spine. And then gather the pelvic floor, and exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. And inhale, come up to all 4s. Feeling the chest open. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor and bring the hips back to the heels again.
One more time. As you're inhaling, the attention is actually going down towards the tailbone. And with the exhale, you gather the pelvic floor and bring the hips back to the heels. And we're going to stay in the child's pose and relax the breath for a moment. Be sure the neck and shoulders are comfortable. Then staying back in the child's pose. Again, keeping the attention at the very root chakra, the base of the spine. As you exhale, gather the pelvic floor and see if you can maintain that engagement while you take an inhale. And then relax it with the exhale. A lot of attention at the base of the spine, the pelvic floor. Again, inhale, feel the breath and attention moving down towards the tailbone. And then exhale, engage the pelvic floor. And then see if you can maintain that while you take a breath in. And then relax it with the breath out. One more time. Inhale, let the attention move down the spine to the tailbone. And exhale, gather the pelvic floor in, feeling the area of the root chakra. Maintain it while you take your inhale. And then relax as you exhale. And keep the attention at the base of the spine for a moment. The root chakra is our the chakra that relates to our basic survival, our sense of security. Both our sense of security in the world, do we have shelter? Do we have some means of support? And also our sense of security otherwise. If you're an insecure person, it's not because you don't have housing necessarily, but you may not feel strongly connected or supported to your root. So let the attention rest down at the base of the spine, feeling your own inner resource at the foundation of who you are. Now we're going to move our attention up to the second chakra, which is at the level of the sacrum. Again, it's a disc rotating. So when I'm referring to the sacrum, please don't think of the chakra being located at the back of the body on the sacrum. However, we will put the hands onto the sacrum. So the sacrum is the wedge of bones that comes up from the tailbone at the back of the pelvis. It's actually part of our spine. When we're born, those vertebral segments are separate, but they fuse in about the first year of life. So it's a solid wedge of bone at the base of the spine. And that's the level of the sacral chakra. We could also call it the pelvic chakra. We'll take 6 repetitions of Vajrasana to bring the attention into the area of this chakra, which is really inside the basin of the pelvis. So as you inhale, let's take the arms wide and stand up tall onto the knees. Be aware of the sacrum. And as you exhale, bend forward, returning the hands to the sacrum as you fold down, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Inhale, let the arms open and unfold. Keeping the attention at the sacrum, exhale and fold down. Inhale, let the arms float out and up. Feel what's happening in the hips, around the whole pelvic girdle, and bend down with the exhale. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, open and stand, and keep the attention at the level of the pelvic basin. Exhale and fold down. So here's some movement here, some fluidity. Twice more. Inhale,
And feel the strength of the buttock muscles there. And exhale, fold down. Last time, inhale, rise up. And with this exhale, simply bring the hands down to rest on the sacrum without bending forward. Again, locating this whole band that is resting within the pelvic basin. This is the second chakra. We'll come up to Samastiti, and I'll talk about the second chakra a bit. The first chakra is associated with the earth element, very stable. Second chakra is the water element, and this is the chakra that has to do with creation, recreation, procreation, recreation. There's creativity and flow in the second chakra. We'll move the attention up to the navel, the level of the third chakra. Third chakra is associated with transformation. In the physical body, this is where digestion takes place. It's also where we assimilate our experiences. So we digest, we assimilate. It's a place where your own will and determination starts to be expressed also. We're going to feel the navel chakra by engaging with Ardha Uttanasana, the half squat. And we're going to move into the pose after we've already exhaled the breath so that you can really feel this contraction happen around the navel center. Now please be aware in the belly around the level of the navel. With the inhale, float the arms forward and up. Draw the attention down to the navel. I'm going to stay here and exhale and draw the belly button right in towards the spine. And then when the breath is complete, bend the knees and fold down with the breath held out. Stay there as long as it's comfortable. And when you're ready to inhale, we're going to bring the arms up, lift the chest, straighten the legs, expand the belly. And then exhale, draw the belly to the spine and lower the arms down to the front. And then we'll take a relaxed breath, softening the shoulders and softening the chest and the belly. And we'll do that 5 more times. Feel the power here. Feel the attention drawn to this point of assimilation and transformation. Inhale, arms forward and up. And we're going to keep the arms lifted, and exhale, hug the belly to the spine. Make sure the breath is completely out, and once the breath is completely out, we'll bend the knees and fold down. Still holding the breath out. Don't make any tension here, just engagement. When you're ready to inhale, arms up, chest up. Straighten the legs. Let the belly expand. And then as you exhale, hug the navel to the spine and bring the arms down the front. And then we'll take a relaxed breath. And again, inhale, arms forward and up. Feel the belly expand. With the exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Engage the whole abdominal wall. Then keep the breath held out. Fold forward over your bent knees. Feel the belly hugging towards the spine. Relax the neck and shoulders. Comfortable hold here.
When you're ready to inhale, float up to the top. The last thing that happens is the belly expands and the legs straighten. Then we'll hug the belly in and lower the arms down the front. A lot of attention in the center of the abdomen. 3 more times. Take a resting breath. And then inhale, arms forward and up. Feeling the belly expand with that inhale. Stay up here, exhale and draw the navel to the spine. And then keep the breath out as you bend the knees and fold down. Feeling the navel hug up in towards the spine. Hold out comfortably, and when you're ready to inhale, float up to the top. Expanding the belly at the end of the inhale. Hug the belly towards the spine as you exhale the arms down the front. And take a relaxed breath. Twice more. Inhale, float the arms up. Bring the attention to the navel. Stay here and exhale, navel to spine. Hold the breath out comfortably as you bend the knees and fold down. As you're ready to inhale, float up. Be sure the belly expands as you lift. And then engage the belly as you lower the arms down the front. And stay for a relaxed breath. And do that one more time. Inhale, raise the arms. Stay here and exhale. Drawing the abdominal wall towards the spine. Hold the breath out comfortably, bend the knees and fold down. When you're ready, inhale, floating to the top. Then the belly expand. And then hug the navel to the spine as you exhale the arms down to the sides. And then relax the breath. Feel the sensation around the navel. The fire element is associated with this chakra. The energy of transformation. Also the energy of willpower, determination. Take a couple more relaxed breaths. Allowing the breath and the heart rate to relax down into their resting pace. As we do that, again, let's review the lower 3 chakras. Root chakra, located at the pelvic floor. Safety, stability, security, getting your basic needs met. This is where you would deal with financial, money issues, and also parental issues. Second chakra at the level of the sacrum. Associated with water element, there's some flow here. This is creation. The Sanskrit word Padasana actually means creating yourself, self-creation. So one of the ways that we recreate ourselves is by procreating. But all creative efforts come from the energy at the Sacral Chakra. And the third chakra at the level of the navel, associated with fire. Transformation, assimilation, digesting both food and experience. We're going to move our attention up now to the heart chakra, which is located at the base of the sternum. Again, please remember it's not sitting on the front of your body here.
This is just the level at which that energy is rotating. We're going to work with Virabhadrasana here to bring awareness to the heart chakra associated with air. You're going to feel lifting, opening, and lightness here. So let's steady the pelvis and turn the right toe slightly out, and then step the left leg comfortably forward, wide enough to the left that you feel quite steady on your feet. And we're going to bring the fingertips to rest at the very base of the sternum. Soften the shoulders. Keep the chin comfortably dropped down. And with the inhale, we'll float the arms wide and bend the front knee, and gently let the chest lift and open. And then with the exhale, return the fingertips to the heart center as you straighten the left leg. Let's do that 5 more times. Inhale, chest and arms open. Keep it soft. And exhale, hug the belly as you bring the hands back and straighten the leg. The heart chakra, inhale, wide. We're in the air element, we're relating outward. And exhale, bring it back in. This is the level of relationship, of love, of course. 3 more times. Inhale, soft and open. And exhale, draw it back into the center. Again, inhale, soft and open. Reaching out. And exhale, bring the fingertips back to the sternum. Straighten the left leg. 1 more time. Bring the left foot back to meet the right. Stand in Samastiti. Heart chakra, relating with others. Relating in a loving and open way out into the world. Even with people that you're not in a close relationship with. We use the expression reaching out to someone. That comes from the heart. Let's do the other side. We'll steady the pelvis again. This time turn the left toe slightly out and step the right leg comfortably forward. Again, be sure that the right foot is wide enough to the right that you feel good and steady on your feet. And then we'll draw the fingertips to the very base of the sternum and soften the shoulders. As we go through the 6 repetitions, have the feeling of the open-heartedness and the open armness, the sense of reaching out, opening, being open, and then the way that we hug it back in. Inhale, float the arms wide as you bend the right knee. And exhale, draw the fingertips back to the base of the sternum as you straighten the right leg. Let's do it 5 more times. Inhale, open the heart, open the arms. And exhale, return back to the heart center. Inhale, open the ability to relate. And bring it back in with the exhale. Do that 3 more times. All of your awareness centered at the base of the sternum in the heart chakra. And as you're done, let's step both feet back together into Samastiti. Relax the breath. First chakra, root chakra at the pelvic floor. Security, stability. Second chakra in the pelvic basin. Creativity, recreation, recreation, procreation. Third chakra at the navel. Transformation, assimilation, determination. Fourth chakra at the heart center. Relationships, opening out, drawing in, reaching out, interacting. And then to the fifth chakra, which is at the base of the throat, that notch of the neck, just a little above the collarbones. This chakra has to do with the space element, and it's concerned with expression and communication. We're going to first address this chakra by drawing attention to the pit of the throat by engaging a gentle chin lock. So we're actually going to kind of close down on the chakra the same way that we did around the navel chakra, where we created some engagement there. We're going to work with Uttanasana, just a basic standing forward bend, but we're going to be engaging a gentle chin lock, which is simply dropping the chin down towards the notch of the neck. And if you're using Ujjayi, you're going to hear the sound of the breath change a little bit, which is appropriate because part of expression is making sound. We'll begin by inhaling and taking the arms forward and up. And then we're going to pause briefly at the end of the inhale and draw the chin down towards the notch of the neck. Then keep that chin lock in place as you exhale and fold down. So it's as if you're trying to hold your shirt between your chin and your chest. And we're going to keep that in place as we inhale, reaching up to the top. Want the chest to open, but the chin to stay down. As you come all the way up, you're going to relax the chin lock at the top, and then lower the arms down the front, softening the shoulders and being very soft in the pit of the throat. We'll do that 5 more times. Inhale, arms come forward and up. Then hold the breath briefly, draw your chin down, and then exhale. Fold down into the forward bend, legs comfortably straight. We're not quite relaxing the neck this time because we're tucking the chin up and to the notch of the neck. Keep that chin tuck as you inhale, rise up to the top. And to feel the back of the neck long. As you exhale and lower the arms down, you can completely soften. Letting the shoulders soften and the throat lock release. Inhale, arms forward and up. Listen to the sound of the breath. Hold the breath briefly, drop the chin down, and fold down as you exhale. Keep the chin lock in place as you inhale and reach forward with the arms, open the chest, still drawing the chin down. And then with the exhale, we soften as the arms lower down the front. Relax the neck and shoulders, soften in the throat. 3 more times. Inhale, arms forward and up. Hold the breath briefly, take the chin to the notch of the neck, then exhale and fold down. Keep the chin locked in towards the notch of the neck as you inhale and come to the top. And relax it as the arms come down the front with your exhale. Soften in the neck, shoulders, and the pit of the throat. 2 more. Inhale, arms forward and up. Hold briefly as you drop the chin down and bend forward with your exhale. Continue to draw the chin towards the notch of the neck and then float up as you inhale. Chin is still down. And then we'll relax it as the arms come down the front. And do that 1 more time. Inhale, float the arms up. Hold the breath briefly while you draw the chin down, and be aware of your throat as you fold down, keeping the chin drawn towards the notch of the neck. Feel that compression in the pit of the throat. Maintain it as you inhale up to the top. And as you exhale, lower the arms, soften the shoulders, soften the throat. And relax the breath. Throat chakra, communication, expression. Continue to let the breath relax, soften around the neck and shoulders. And once more, we're going to move through the chakras. We're going to begin working with them in a sweeping way. There are two more. We're going to just work with these 5 for a moment. So let's just associate the location and the shorter name that I will use. Bring your attention to the root chakra, pelvic floor. The sacral chakra, pelvic basin. The navel chakra, belly button, abdomen. Heart chakra, base of the sternum. And throat chakra, pit of the throat. We'll stay with these 5 for a moment. We're going to move into downward facing dog and stay in the down dog for a breath. And as we inhale and exhale there, we're going to trace the breath up and down the spine and draw the attention and bring engagement to the chakras as appropriate as we move up and down the spine in downward facing dog. We'll alternate that with a resting child's pose each time. And take an inhale to begin, breathing through the nose, feeling your breath moving in and down. Then tuck the toes, and as you exhale, move to downward dog. You may keep your knees bent if you like. And now we're going to use the breath. Inhale, follow the breath in the nose and along the spine all the way to the tailbone. Then exhale, feel root chakra, sacral chakra, navel chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra. Inhale, bring the knees back down to the floor. And exhale, bring your hips back to your heels. Go to child's pose for a moment and relax. We're going to do it 5 more times. Inhale, moving up onto all 4s. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, move your attention along the spine towards the tailbone. And then with exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat. Inhale, knees down to the floor. And exhale into child's pose. Inhale, lift to all 4s. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, draw the attention towards the tailbone. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat. Inhale, knees to the floor.
And exhale, child's pose. 3 more times. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, breathe your attention along the spine to the base of the spine. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, and inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, lift to all fours. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, move the breath along the spine. Exhale, pelvic floor, pelvic basin, navel, base of sternum, pit of the throat. Inhale, knees to the floor. And exhale, hips back to heels. One final time. Inhale, lift to all fours. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, breathe down the spine towards the tailbone. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, and inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale, we'll move the hips back to the heels and relax in child's pose for a moment. Let the breath move freely. Be in any version of child's pose you prefer. Relax the neck and shoulders. Then we're going to come all the way out, stretched on the belly, with the arms all the way out in front of you, if that's comfortable for you, or underneath the forehead, if that's better. We want here to bring our attention to the 6th chakra, which is located between the eyebrows, a little above between the eyebrows, on the forehead. Sometimes called the 3rd eye. Let your eyes be closed and your attention rest at that point in the center of the forehead. If you have your hands underneath your forehead, you can also be aware of that 6th chakra point in the middle of the forehead. We're going to do 6 repetitions of a small back bend, keeping the attention resting at the point between the eyebrows. Inhale, float the chest and head up, away from the floor, keeping the eyes closed and the attention between the eyebrows. And then with the exhale, lower your head back down and let that point rest down on the mat or your hands. 5 more times. Inhale, float the chest and head up. Eyes closed, attention at the point between the eyebrows. And lower down with your exhale. Relax and bring the forehead back down onto the floor. Inhale, attention at the 3rd eye, 6th chakra. And exhale, lower down. Forehead returns to the floor or your hands so you can feel the contact in that point. 3 more times. Inhale, float up, attention moving to the 3rd eye. And lower down with the exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, lower down. Feel the point touching the floor, making contact with the hands. Last time, inhale, come up. Attention at the third eye. And lower back down. Allowing the forehead to rest down onto the mat or onto your stacked hands. Relax the entire front of the body. This is the Wisdom Chakra. We are higher than the elements here, so we're beyond the elements. This is the energy of discernment, of wisdom, the level of wisdom, deep knowing. This is beyond the rational mind. It's our highest facility within the Prakritic manifest body-mind self. We would associate the buddhi here, where we can discern and discriminate with a deep level of knowing and understanding. We're going to stay in this prone position. Again, if it's comfortable, have your arms reached all the way out, forehead on the floor in a full prostration. If you want the support of your hands underneath the forehead to make your neck and shoulders more comfortable, please feel free to do that. And we're going to bring the attention up to the very crown of the head, the Seventh Chakra. And this is the point at which we acknowledge and relate to some higher reality. Whatever that sense of something greater than yourself, whether you think of it as the great mystery, the connection with the source, your connection with God, or whatever is divine. Bring your attention to rest at the very top of the head. That'll be the point of the soft spot on a baby. We're just going to let the attention rest at that point for a moment. Allowing the body to be completely relaxed. Is there some higher reality that you could surrender to? One of the terms in the Vedas is Brahman, which means the vastness. So is there something vast, something higher than yourself? Could be the great unknown. Or it could be the deeply known. We're slowly going to move into it. Child's pose. Let the back stretch. Again, take whatever position of the child's pose feels comfortable for you. The body relax. The mind relax. You don't have to think about this too much. We're just locating these physical points and allowing the associated ideas to wash over us. Let's sit up very slowly.
We're just going to take a moment here sitting on the heels. If you want to take your blanket and put it between your heels and your sit bones, you can. And let the fingertips rest on that point at the top of the head. Eyes closed. Connecting with whatever higher reality makes sense to you. And as you're ready, we'll slowly come down onto the floor lying on your back. Now we're going to breathe our way up and down the spine with awareness of all of those 7 points. So as we inhale, we start at the crown of the head and bring awareness down all the way to the base of the spine. And as we exhale, we'll do the reverse, starting at the pelvic floor, bringing the awareness up. Let's bring the knees into the chest. We'll use Uttanasana here. Begin with your awareness at the crown of the head, and as you inhale, let your knees open out as the breath expands the chest. Moving the awareness down the spine, all the way to the base of the spine. And then begin your exhale by gathering the pelvic floor. As you hug the knees in, move your awareness up to the sacrum, the navel, the heart, the throat, the forehead, the crown of the head. And inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, tailbone. Exhale, gather the pelvic floor, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, and crown. And inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Again, exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. And inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Again, exhale. Follow those points up the spine as the breath moves out. And as you inhale, follow the points down from the crown of the head, all the way to the base of the spine. One more time. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, and crown. And inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Relax the breath for a moment. So those points have to do with our own personal inward reality, the energy that moves in our own body. We're going to work with Urdhva Prasarita Padasana, which is the pose where we lift the feet to the ceiling and the arms reach to the floor overhead, just to think about the way that we can stay connected inwardly as we begin reaching out. So you can continue to trace that movement up and down the spine with the breath as we add the movement up the limbs. Inhale, reach the feet to the ceiling and stretch the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bend the knees and lower the arms down to the sides. Again, inhale, stretch up with the feet, reach back with the arms. And exhale, bend the knees and lower the arms.
Inhale, we're bringing awareness from the crown down all the way to the base of the spine. On the exhale, bringing the awareness from the tailbone all the way up to the crown. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, sacrum, navel, sacrum, root. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. 2 more times. See if you can trace through those points by yourself as you do the movement. When you're done, relax where you're comfortable. Relax the breath. We're going to go into a spinal twist. If you remember at the beginning, I explained that there's a central channel and then there's the 2 main subnadis that spiral around it. So as we do the twist and we're actually rotating the spine, I want you to just imagine that spiraling action of the double helix that comes around the central channel. And again, we'll move up and down and notice all of the intersections of those secondary energy points. We'll start with the left leg straightened out onto the floor. Keep your right arm down relatively low today. This is not about stretching the shoulder so much. It's more about getting rotation right and close to the spine. So with your exhale, we're going to go to the twist, bringing the right knee over towards the floor on the left. And then inhale from the crown all the way down to the tail. And exhale from the tail all the way up to the crown. We'll do 6 breaths like this. Inhale, begin at the crown. Work your way down slowly to the base of the spine. Exhale, begin at the tail with the pelvic floor engagement and move all the way up to the crown. Inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. Inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. Do 2 more breaths on your own. We're going to roll to the back and take a moment resting on the floor, or on your back with your feet on the floor, your arms relaxed at your sides. Just noticing awareness along that central channel. Feel if any of the levels stand out particularly. Let's do the second side. We'll straighten the right leg all the way out. And using an exhale, bring your left knee over towards the floor on the right. Again, your left arm not too high today. 6 breaths here. Inhale, bringing the attention from the crown downwards along the spine to the root of the root chakra at the base of the spine. Exhale, gather the pelvic floor and breathe your attention up all the way to the very top of the head. Inhale, breathing down the spine. And exhale, breathing up the spine. Inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. And exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. Inhale, breathe down from the crown. Exhale, gather the pelvic floor and breathe up from the base of the spine. Do 2 more breaths like that, following the breath, noticing all of those 7 points. When you're ready, we'll return to the back with the knees bent, feet on the floor again for a moment. And relax there. Noticing where your attention goes. And then we'll bring the knees to the chest and do Uttanasana 6 more times. Exhale from the base of the spine, up to the crown. Inhale from the crown, down to the root. Engage the pelvic floor as you begin your exhale, then awareness to sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. And inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, crown. Inhale, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. 3 more times. Continue to notice each of those points as you follow the breath up and down along the spine. As you're ready, the feet come to the floor. And then extend fully out into final relaxation. Letting the legs be stretched out long with the feet comfortably separated. The arms comfortably wide, palms towards the ceiling. Settle the body, be sure that you're warm enough. And relax into the support of the floor. Releasing all of the physical work. Keeping the attention centered within the body, particularly along the length of the spine. And let the attention rest at each one of those chakra points in turn. The breath is moving naturally. Continuing to release physical effort, maintain mental attention. Breath flowing naturally.
Continue to relax the body. Bring the awareness to the level of the root chakra at the pelvic floor. And then the second chakra, the level of the sacrum in the pelvic basin. Third chakra at the navel. Fourth at the base of the sternum. Fifth at the notch of the neck, pit of the throat. Sixth between the eyebrows. Seventh at the very crown of the head. Allow your breath to deepen. And then very slowly stretch the arms up overhead. And then draw the knees into the chest and roll to your right side. Gently hug the knees to stretch the back. And then slowly, using your left hand to support you, bring yourself up into a seated position. Want to sit on a well-supported seat, the edge of a chair or a cushion, where your sit bones can give you a good, even, steady support. And the spine can be lifted. Find yourself that comfortable seat. Using Ujjayi Breath, gently constricting the base of the throat so you're making a whispered ah sound with the lips gently closed, breathing through the nose. On the inhale, we'll bring the attention downward from the crown, through the forehead, the throat, the heart, the navel, the sacrum to the pelvic floor. Begin your exhale by gathering the pelvic floor and then feel the movement up through sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, and crown. Inhale downward, crown, forehead, throat, heart, navel, sacrum, root. Exhale, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, forehead, and crown. Do 3 more breaths like that, nice and slow at your own comfortable pace, tracing down through each of the 7 energy points. Be as specific as you can. Can you feel each point as the breath moves past it? As you complete those breaths, check back in with your comfortable, relaxed, steady posture. Relax the breath. And we'll meditate on each of the chakras to close the practice. Bring the attention down to the base of the spine. Feel the pelvic floor. Gather in towards the perineum. Then relax with awareness at the level of the first chakra. The domain of the earth element. The sense of basic support, your foundation, your security, your sense of being safe and supported, secure. Move the awareness slightly up to the level of the sacrum. Within the pelvic basin, water element reigns. Creativity. Both recreation and recreation. Procreation. Self-creation. Third chakra at the navel. Fire element. Transformation. Digestion. Digestion in the physical realm, digestion in the mental, emotional realm as well. Determination, willpower. Moving up to the heart chakra at the base of the sternum. Air element. Relationship. Interaction. Opening out and drawing back in, reaching out and returning. Throat chakra. Expression and communication. Third eye, sixth chakra, above the throat chakra is space element. And once we reach the sixth chakra, we're beyond the elements. Sixth chakra is the wisdom level, discernment, deep knowing. And finally, the seventh chakra at the very crown of the head, sometimes described as being slightly above the crown of the head. A level of relating to, linking with, connecting with the divine in whatever form you understand that. Your highest self. Let's draw the palms together at the heart center. Heart center is the fourth chakra. There's 3 below and 3 above. So we're thinking of our more physical level and our higher nature being drawn together at this level of relationship. from here, open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you for being here today. We'll talk about the chakras some more on Thursday, and perhaps we'll chant the bija mantras to give you another way of interacting with them. Feel free, if you have any questions about this model, let me know. It's, again, as I said at the beginning, it's just another way of understanding our human experience. And it was the result of deep meditation. It wasn't applied from the outside, but understood from the inside. So interesting to know how these ideas resonate, if any of the levels feel well integrated or any are hard to contact. That's sometimes useful information. All right, be well, stay warm.